Hello guys, this is Sherry, and this is in Sherry's Opinion. I want to thank all my subscribers, viewers, members, mods, all of you. I appreciate you so much. This video is going to be my reaction to this Dr. Phil and the profiling panel or whatever they're called. These people are professionals that get paid lots and lots of money to analyze these people's body language, their eye blinks, all this crap. But they have failed to go back from the very beginning and watch the shit show that's been going on with these two. And I'm talking about Dawn and Candus Wells. It's very frustrating because all this is supposed to be to help find Summer. Instead, we have these two going to these professionals, blowing smoke up their butt, lying. What help did Dr. Phil give these people? He didn't get them enrolled in a rehab. That's the main thing they need to do to get their kids back, is stay off the dope and the alcohol. But I cannot believe that these people can actually talk to Dawn and Candus without knowing the complete, full story. They say that they've went through this stuff. They have not went through this stuff, because it was not YouTubers' fault that they got their boys taken away. It was not threats. It was threat of danger for these children because of the condition of that house. They weren't being fed. They weren't being supervised. The oldest, maybe 13 by now, but they were giving him marijuana, cigarettes, beer. This is a disaster, and it really irritates me that nothing came out of this. Absolutely nothing. I would like for these people, these professional people, to go back to the very beginning and watch the things that has been said. Dawn knew immediately that Summer had been taken, and it was instantly past tense. Oh, she was, or, you know, and then Grandma leaving her daughter to deal with this doesn't make sense. And I'm telling you, Rose Bly, yes, I think her husband had involvement, but I think Candus also had involvement in this with Rose and with Summer. I think these professionals have failed Summer because they have not seen Dawn shooting up, I imagine, heroin on the toilet while he was on a live stream. And he probably doesn't even remember it. He's the one who has went to YouTubers and had the gall to go on YouTubers' platforms and then talk bad about them. And it's never been, help me find my daughter. Please, I will do whatever it takes. You know, nothing. I've never heard anything like that come out of their mouths. And Candus never started crying about anything until around the time Grandma came home. And I'm wondering, why is that? Why? She should have been crying from day one. And I know she didn't want to leave the house because she said she was afraid Summer would come home. Well, that's fine. I can understand that. But she could have had the media out to her house and cried to us then. Yes, she's a good actress. Only when it comes to bullshit stories, not when it comes to the truth. She's a bad liar. And I've seen right through her from the very beginning. Don's a good liar. He's done it all his life. He's mastered that. He's a manipulator. He's a narcissist. He wants all the attention on him. He doesn't mention Summer when he goes on somebody's platform. It's always him. He has thrown everybody under the bus. Candus and his kids too. He had the gall to throw his child under the bus for Summer coming up missing. Have these professionals seen any of this? Have they seen him be drunk and shooting up and stuff like that on YouTube? Do they know his past history? See, they failed Summer by failing to do their jobs and actually investigate these people. In my opinion, they have done nothing to help this situation except bring more awareness to the fact that Summer is missing. That's a good thing. But then we're going to have people coming in here that are going to believe, oh, well, Dr. Phil said, look, I love Dr. Phil. I think he's a great guy. And he does a lot of great things for people. But this, I can't agree with any of this. You know, and I kept thinking, oh man, Dr. Phil, he's going to tear him up. No, he didn't. And that makes me very mad, very angry. I am livid right now. Because we're going to have all these people that are going to believe that Dr. Phil and these profilers are right, and they're not. They haven't seen what we have seen. YouTubers nowadays are starting to solve crimes that the police don't have the resources for, or the time for, or anything else. You know, we can get people up on our platforms that are missing a loved one, and we can help. But these professionals, they have let us all down. They have let Summer down. I am just so angry right now. I don't understand how they cannot see through this. I do recall them saying that they believe they're holding something back. Well, why don't they do polygraphs on them? Dr. Phil does polygraphs things on his show all the time. Why didn't he require drug tests? I've seen him do that to his guest before. I think this whole thing is screwed up. It's corrupt. It is corrupt. I don't know anybody right now who is agreeing with anything that went on. I don't believe that the teeth came from Dr. Phil. And yes, there has been violence and stuff happen. So that was an obvious lie. And yeah, some of it did happen after Dr. Phil. But since Dr. Phil, since they've been on there, have walked around like, well, Dr. Phil said that he didn't think that we did anything. That doesn't make it so. Just because Dr. Phil says it does not make it written in stone. Dawn, Candus, and Grandis know exactly what happened and where Summer is. And until we get them people separated and we put the pressure on them to talk in an interview room, we're not going to know. And nobody that knows these people in a surrounding location or anything are going to actually talk until they're arrested. They're going to have to be locked up. Then people are going to come out and feel safe enough to talk and say what they've seen. But that's my 2 cents. So I think it was just ridiculous, the whole thing. But that's my opinion. And I appreciate you watching. And have a good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are. Just remember to be kind to people. Thank you. Take care.